Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on to do this week's, participate in this week's collaboration challenge held by Crafty Cat. It is the hashtag 50 stack challenge where you take 2 guest checks and she offers 1 prompt for each guest check, and you can just have some fun, go at it, and decorate your guest check however you choose. So we are on, week 4. This is the 4th week, and we are on guest checks number 7 and 8. Now, all my guest checks have the same number because I didn't have access to a guest check book, but I had a copy of one, so I just did multiple copies of this particular number. So you'll always, on my videos, you'll see the same number, but this is card number 7, and this is card number 8. So for card number 7 is lace. That's the only stipulation, is to put lace on our piece of ephemera and decorate it however we want. So when that was chosen, I was really excited because I was able to pull out some of this beautiful lace trim. And if you guys watched my Happy Mail video for my birthday Happy Mail reveal, this was gifted to me by one of my subscribers. Isn't that gorgeous? And I put it up against the guest. It's a little bit long, but it's almost the height of this guest check. So I was really, really excited to be able to use a piece of this. And again, thank you so much, Linda, for this beautiful piece of lace. Okay, so what I was thinking was do something like this and just cover the entire thing. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to put my pieces together and we'll see if I think stitching is needed. This is very delicate fabrics, as well as the other pieces that I brought in. Pretty delicate. So I don't know if I'll need to do stitching, and I don't know if I'll be doing that on or off camera, but at least I'll do the make with you guys, okay? So I'm just gonna cut a little piece a little bit bigger, and I'll trim it once I'm done. So I'll just go about there. All right. So what I was thinking was maybe even just start it right there and just let it dangle, you know? Or should I bring it up? I could bring it up and over or cut it off. I don't know. I don't know which is the front or the back. I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe having it right at the bottom like that probably be better, huh? Okay. So maybe like this. And then I figured, since lace, let's just make a really pretty kind of fabric lace piece of ephemera. Okay, so I brought in some other pieces that might complement it. I had this small piece of trim here, and this is actually like gold, which this is more like a bronze, but really they complement one another, don't they? So I don't know, thinking about maybe trying to incorporate some of that. And then of course pink, you can't go wrong with doing something shabby chic and vintage. I had some scraps here, these little bits and pieces, and a piece of little sari silk ribbon here. So I'm gonna just try and use these pieces and layer them up and make a nice little piece of ephemera. I also have this tag. It looks so very Victorian, doesn't it? Very pretty. So I thought we can kind of incorporate that in there somewhere too. And I thought the colors just really, the only reason, just the colors, just look at that. The colors just really, really complement each other. So let's see what I can come up with real quick. First of all, I should probably back this. I didn't think about that. Let me see what I have close at hand here. And if I need to, you know what? I will grab a piece of book page. Hold on just one second. Because I do this quite often. If you go to pages where the chapter, there we go, right there's perfect. Or right here. Where the chapter ends, I always save those pages because they're good weight. I love the color, especially when they're, they've gotten a little age on them. And they work perfectly on the backs of your tags and your ephemera cards and journal cards and such for journaling. They've already got the age on them and the color that you want. So they work out perfectly. see. So let's start there. Let's layer this up. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well and in good spirits. I am doing well. Thank you, Lord. And let me just come. Okay, and we're just going to back it just quick and easy like that. Okay. Trim it up. Okay, so there we go. All right, now I think I want to go with this. I'm going to use glue stick for now, but like I said, if I feel by the time we get done, between the glue stick and the wet glue, if it's not holding, I will go back over and reinforce with my sewing machine. How pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. Trim that off. Keep that little piece. Okay. Now what? So I really want to use this, but I don't know. Okay, maybe that there. And this is just a piece of vintage lace that I had, a little piece left over. Where's that tag? Maybe we could just put the tag right in the middle, huh? Or should we do a pocket? I just don't know. All right, well, I definitely want to use this because it's just so gorgeous, the two pieces together. So I'm gonna cut that down. And what if we put another one? All right, I'm gonna use some wet glue for this, and I lost my pin yesterday when I was in here, and I'm sure my glue is stuck. So let me work on getting that cleaned out a little bit. Okay. Start with this top one. Tell you, these lace trims are so hard to tell what's the front and what's the back sometimes. They're really, and I guess it really doesn't matter, but I'm always looking to try and see a difference, and I rarely do. Okay, what if we do a second one? Maybe like right there. All right, what if we put that right on top? Maybe a little pocket and hold that. Then I cover up a lot of this lace, which I don't really want to do. I should have left that dangling. That's what I should have done. Let me pull this up before it glides. I'm gonna change my mind too much, don't I? Goodness. Let me do this again. And I'm gonna let this hang over the edge just about 1/4 of an inch or so. Just so we can see some of that detailing. And then I'm gonna put this back up here. Okay, then if I put this here as a pocket, we could see a little bit. Well, I don't have to necessarily put the pocket at the bottom either. I like the idea of a little bit of the number showing. So let's try that. Okay, I'm gonna cut that right there. I think that's I like that. That's big enough to put 3. That looks like a little bit too much, doesn't it? Looks a little too dark. All right, I'm gonna get a decision made here shortly, guys. I'm gonna do the pocket, okay? I'm gonna do the pocket. Okay, so I want it to be right about there. And I'm just using the line on my mat here. And glue the sides. And I'll come in and do the bottom. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bring some stitching. I realize I'm working with this wet glue, but usually art glitter glue will catch a lot faster than what it's doing right now. So that's giving me the inclination I'm gonna have to stitch. Okay, I like that. Try not to mess with it too much, give it a chance to settle. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put this there. And I have some ribbon. Let's see. A little pop of color. Maybe something like that. And then we can tie this around. Maybe I'll be able to get it. Try. I think I'm still in frame. Sorry, guys. Because I do plan on making a shabby chic journal before the end of the year, hopefully. I've got about 4 going right now. Might have to be a 2023 project, I'm not sure, but this would come in handy as I'm making this as a piece of ephemera for that journal. I'm all thumbs here. Let me see. Might be out of frame, but I just gotta get it closer to work with it, guys. Okay, I'm fumbling. I'm gonna have to start over. I don't have enough tail to make a bow. So I'm gonna have to give myself more on one side. Okay. There we go. Now I could get it. All right. Ta-da. Shape it a little bit. Goodness, I'm spending all my time on this one video. I'm gonna have to really hustle here. Sorry. Goodness gracious. All right. Okay, I like that. That will sit in there like that. So that will kind of add work as a tab, you know, since it's kind of sticking up anyway already. I won't put anything on the back piece. I like that. Okay. Other than the stitching, I think it definitely needs stitching. But I think I'm gonna leave it just like that, guys. I don't think it needs anything else, really. I really don't. I don't know, do I want to put... I don't think I do. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop. Let me move these pieces over. This is gonna be number 7 using lace, just like that. Okay, so number 8. That's just extra piece. Now for number 8, upon pulling out all my lace pieces, I found this little piece that I had trimmed up. Was obviously going to use it for something and didn't, or it was just a leftover piece. I'm not sure. But it got in my hands for a reason, said it wanted to be used. So with that, I chose, this one has to be vellum. So with that one, I chose this girl here. I just fussy cut this out of a vintage little girl's tea book. It was something called Tea Party Time or something like that. And I just fussy cut her out. And she's almost the perfect size for this. So I thought I would use her. And I could leave her hanging over us just barely a bit, or I can bring her off to the edge. I'm not sure. So this one's gonna go by pretty quickly. Found this little piece of scrap of beautiful paper, and I thought this needed something, so I'd put this frame and maybe frame a piece of this flower. I'd like to get the whole thing, but as you can see, it's torn right there, so I'm gonna have to position it down a little bit, and I'm gonna do a light pencil trace just to kind of get an idea of where I need to trim it. Okay, and I'm going to trim it down, try to guess it, and I hope I don't mess it up because this is my only piece. Let's see. There. And right about there. Let me trim this down a little bit more because I don't want it to be peeking out through these side pieces, which I need to poke out so we can see more of the detail of the frame. Those things just pop right out. Oh, maybe easier said than done. Okay. Very good. Okay, let me move these little bits. All right, sorry about that, guys, all this little detail. So I think I'll have her hanging off, and I wanted her to be, you know, maybe gazing at something. It's afternoon, she's having tea. I have a pretty picture on the wall. So trim that down just a little bit more. I just don't want it showing, peeking through the little detailed cutout pieces there. So that's why I'm just trimming that up a little bit. And then I'll glue it down. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Erase those little pencil lines. Oh, but I gotta get vellum on here, right? I have a piece of vellum. Okay, what are we gonna do? Maybe a pocket. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I can do a little stamping right here, maybe a rubber stamp of something. All right, guys, I'm gonna make a decision, I promise. Okay. All right, I have another idea. What if I use a piece of vellum for the picture frame? Let me cut a piece out, see how that's gonna look. All right, let me see. And then we put this behind it. I like that. We're gonna do that, guys. Sometimes it just takes a minute to get our thought process the way we want it. And I'm using vellum. This is my vellum. I'm gonna give that a second to dry, and we're gonna put her in her position. And you can see the back of the book. It was just the most darling little book I had. And I don't know, I just, for some reason, I got it just for the images in the book. They look kind of like watercolored and just very vintage, but shabby chic at the same time. And the book just sat there and sat there. So I said, I'm not going to use it unless I cut the images out. So I spent a day and just cut the book up. And lo and behold, see, now I'm using it. Starting to use it. Now that doesn't look too bad, just leaving that, but I'm going to go ahead and trim it back. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. And we need to back this one also, don't we? So before I go any further, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to use this piece of paper. And for now, I'm just going to leave that like that, because I might bring some stamping or something to the back. I'm not sure. I got to think about it. But I've been hesitating long enough, so I'm trying to get some things done here. Okay, so then we put this right there, along with that. Sorry for my head. Yeah, that kind of gives it a little bit of a softer look. I like that. Just a small piece of vellum used on this particular piece, but I did use vellum, so that's what counts. Trying to think as I'm doing this if there's any way I can think of to incorporate some more vellum, but I just can't think of anything at the moment. Could put a pocket, I guess. Okay. And I think that looks really good. Okay. What else? Oh, this. I had this. We definitely need something there. It's too blank. But I'm just trying to decide. Let's see what I've got here. I've still got some of this ribbon. I've got this still. Oh, that looks cute. That looks really cute. See, I'm pulling my other pieces back out. And then we can put this. I like it. I'm gonna do it. Now, do I want to put this lace all the way down, or do I want to leave it as a pocket? That's the next dilemma. So I'll just do the 3 sides. And I'll ponder that for a minute. She could be sitting out, and this is the little decorative piece, you know, maybe a small wall out in the garden. Yeah, that's very pretty. Do I want to put that there? Yes. And then I'll just put this on here with a paper clip. I mean a staple. Okay, where's my stapler? Let me see what time it is. Okay, got a few minutes. We got time. Okay. I feel like we need a word or something though. That's cute. Very delicate. Let me grab, oh, I've got my pearls here. I think I wanted to put pearls on this one, actually. Let's see. Yes, I do. I love bling and pearls and flat back pearls, any type of bling. I love bling, and I don't use it enough. I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because it tends to be bulky in our journals and, you know, in and out of our pockets and so forth, but I really, really like using it. Okay, I like that one. Now we need something on here. I won't use white. Got these pink ones, these dark pink ones. I think these are a little bit flatter, so maybe I can get away with these ones. That's pretty. Do I want to put some up here? I think I'm going to leave that just like that, guys. And I'm not even going to do any inking on these. I think that looks just fine just the way it is. We've got the back for journaling. Yeah, okay. Took me long enough, didn't it? I'm sorry. Okay, that's a wrap, guys. We've got cards 7 with lace. I've used some beautiful lace on the back, as well as this lace trim here. I used this vintage pink lace here. I used some little ribbon, made it a bow around this tag, add some flat back pearls to that, and backed it with just some book page. Well, now that I look at it, it does need a little color, doesn't it? All right, we will ink. The inking we will go, inking we will go. Try to keep it down to a minimum. Yeah, that does look more finished. Okay, so that is my ephemera piece using lace. This one is using, what is it supposed to be? I forgot just that fast. Tracing paper or vellum paper of your choice, and I just used a small piece as like a window or the glass portion of the frame. Okay, I like it. And I said I wasn't gonna ink, but I might as well. And I do think it needs like a word of some sort. So I'm gonna grab my word bin here real quick and see if we can find something. Yeah, I think it definitely needs a word. Let's see what I've got. Real quick, guys. That's kind of big. That matches. Well, if we use that as a pocket, I can just tuck one of these words in there. Also, okay, those are it right there. And when it gets to being where I want to put it in a journal, if I want to make some any additions or changes, I can do so. But for right now, I'm liking it just like that. Okay, that's it, guys. Those are my ephemera pieces. Lace and vellum or tracing paper. So thank you so very much for spending some time with me, guys. I hope you like my makes. I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button, give me a like, leave me a comment. You can also visit me on my Buy Me a Coffee page. It's all set up, and I've got some freebies and some good stuff to look at over there as well. Everything is in the description box. Thank you so very much. Love each and every one of you. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.